If you play games, there is a high likelihood that you've seen or even played the Oblivion Remaster. If you're not terminally online, this game literally came out of nowhere. There were some leaks and some rumors about the game's existence, but Bethesda decided just to announce the game is real the day before its release. I've been playing a lot of the remaster, and I've been live streaming it here and there. Most people are either reliving memories or diving into Cyrodiil for the first time. The remaster is everything that a remaster should be. Its visuals are done in Unreal Engine 5, sitting on top of the original creation engine, giving it like a modern look, but a classic feeling. This game really blurs the line between remaster and remake. It keeps the original DNA of the game, just with a completely new coat of paint, reworked combat, improved leveling system and UI. It's just so easy to see why so many people love it already. However, for some people, this game is yet another piece of trash that should be thrown out with other modern AAA slop titles. I am of course referring to the woke gamers. Now, if you hear the term woke gamers and assume I mean like blue-haired fat chicks with a billion mental health problems, you'd be mistaken. And an asshole. No, we're talking about something much, much worse. Imagine someone so whiny, so pathetic in their existence, that the omission of the word male and the word female in a video game causes them to be triggered and actively boycott a game online. This, my very normal friends, is the woke right, as some people have come to call them. Once the awful news that Bethesda was obliterating gender reached Elon Musk's cesspool of wannabe strongmen called X.com, all hell broke loose. Bethesda made the decision to remove the words male and female from the character select screen, despite the fact that the two models shown are very obviously male and female. How dare they? This is literally the end of society. I've gone ahead and compiled what I think are the funniest and the worst responses to this news. It takes a certain level of woke to get this triggered about the omission of two words. Before I show you this list though, I want to show you how a normal person reacts to this change. Body type 1 or type 2? Female or male? Oh Jesus, hold on, wait. How old can I get? Oh, he's like crinkly, nice. Now this is how someone with the mental facilities of a child whose parents did give the McDonald's reacts to this news. Make it male-female instead of body type 1 or 2. Stop promoting gender dysphoria nonsense in your games. Max, buddy, good pal, I don't know how to tell you this, but like male and female are still in the game. Type 1 is female, type 2 is male. You're smart enough to know what these things mean. Of course, we have simple, short responses to this catastrophe like, change back the gender options, I'm a guy, not body type 1 or 2. You are quite literally body type 2. Wait, hold on, sorry. Sometimes I use the term guys to refer to a group of people regardless of gender. So you referring to yourself as guy doesn't explicitly tell me that you're a male. It's almost like, call me crazy, I have to infer, and infer is doing a lot of heavy fucking lifting here, what you are based on language. Kind of like how I could infer what the body types are based on the visuals. Again, infer is doing a lot of heavy lifting. This shit's just super obvious and a normal person knows what these terms mean and then they just move on with their lives. But how can we move on and move forward when the gaming industry is evolving backwards? Devolving is a word, dumbass. This next one is a response to someone else asking what is so bad about the remake. Keep in mind, the person asking is very likely a normal fucking human who is probably very confused as to why some degenerate retards on Twitter are melting down over the omission of male and female. Type A, Type B body choices instead of male and female, removing the original's glow, altering the costume design. Remember, feminists and wokies hijack IPs by controlling language and beauty standards. Don't support them. What I love about this one is that there was like some genuine critique and opinion put into it, followed by the most retarded shit I've ever read in my life. These people smash buzzwords together in the same way that like old lefty SJW types did back in like 2015. Except back then, it was like patriarchy, misogyny, racism, Nazi, and other terms which are all very real fucking problems, especially like today. But the woke right has their cocks so deep in each other's assholes that they don't realize they're doing the same shit with non-existent problems. The game is dead on arrival until you remove body types 1 and 2. It's male or female. Oh no. Who's gonna tell this dude that the game has already sold over 4 million copies? Like, it's one of the best values in gaming right now. $50 for a complete remaster of a 2006 RPG classic, and it's just outshining every other modern game for like such a cheap price? Oh man. I was a long time player of your games. after DEI crept into Elder Scrolls Online and its blatant introduction to Oblivion, you've lost me forever. You're catering to a non-existent player base, modern gamers, and the LGBTQ cultists to secure the lowest ESG score while chasing BlackRock and Vanguard money. Go woke, go broke. Okay, wait, what the fuck is an ESG score? Hold on. So an ESG score stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance Score. It's a metric used to evaluate a company's performance in 3 critical areas. So basically the claim is that Bethesda is catering to the woke gays for a better score instead of just wanting to make a good game? I also find it incredibly funny that this fucking dork thinks that the game doesn't have an audience when, 4 million copies sold, 200,000 concurrent players on Steam. It's like it's already shaping up to be one of the best games of the year. And like, I don't even want to fucking know what the fuck they're talking about with BlackRock and Vanguard money. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know where that's going.
You broke the lore. Tamriel has had men and women for all time. Now there's no male or females now. This is stupid. If we mod the genders back in, Nexus will take it down. We need you to fix the lore.
Okay, so this one's actually pretty funny. This guy is concern trolling about the fucking lore of the Elder Scrolls in the stupidest way possible. Buddy, I'm pretty sure the Lusty Argonian Maid book is still canon. I'm pretty sure it still makes sense. Don't worry, it's fine. People of Tamriel are still getting freaky. You're all good.
We need to fix the lore.
It's so fucking stupid. I love it. Again, a normal person sees body type 1 and 2, and they just make the connection with like man and woman in their head, and they move on. Okay. Last one. You almost had my money. I really wanted to play this game, but unfortunately I have this condition. I am allergic to woke. I feel like people who care this much about the words male and female being taken out of their favorite game have just never actually felt loved by anyone. I get the impression that something happened in their lives to where they now feel like the entire world is crumbling and society is being destroyed because Bethesda and some other games dare to be more inclusive. Like something had to happen, right? And we're not erasing men or women by omitting male and female in the character creation menu. Characters constantly refer to each other as he or she, and get this, you make the character. If you want the hero of Kvatch to be a man, that's your choice. There is only one person capable of erasing gender from the Elder Scrolls, and it sure as shit isn't Todd Howard. It's you. You can choose to be some non-binary blob that exists only to be a genderless being. That's your fucking choice. I swear to God, if Skyrim came out today, these woke retards would be screaming, shitting, crying, coming at the fact that you could marry another man as a male character. Remember, this is like the same group of fucking losers who made an actual like Google Doc chart of how woke games are and if you should or should not play them based on wokeness. You have to be so gone mentally to read this list to make sure that like the games you like aren't woke. There is a level of cohesion that like has to exist lest you end up like the nearly 10,000 people who actively follow this account that made this bullshit. And I'd like to zoom out a little bit. It's important to note where this is coming from and what it really is. The woke right is real and has been for a very long time. However, with right-wing spaces becoming more dominant, particularly Elon Musk's Twitter, these people have been able to reach a wider audience than ever before. While, yes, back in 2016, there were some woke scold type people who were genuinely cringy and annoying to listen to, they weren't nearly as bad as people make it out to be. Listen, we've all had a chuckle or two at some triggered feminist online, but let's hold our fucking horses in their paid horse armor. If a woke feminist DEI hire at BuzzFeed made an anti-LGBT games list, they would be mocked for the exact same reasons I am mocking these people here. The only difference is that gay people are actually fucking murdered for being gay in some parts of the world. There are actual people on this planet that think that 2 men being married is the literal work of Satan and that those people should be executed. This is the kind of people who wouldn't explicitly say they want the total erasure of gay people, but probably wouldn't bat an eye if it happened. It's the same people who cry free speech when a private company takes down like Nazis from their platform, but they'll sure as shit vote alongside the Nazis. At least the cringe leftists complain about real issues sometimes. The number of people in the world who want to see like all gender roles destroyed is less than the hair left on my dad's balding head. The number of people who actively want to see women lose their rights or for gay people to die is far greater. But let's keep playing this game of false equivalency so we can push our own fucking narratives. Let people play the games they want to play. Don't let the omission of male and female turn you into a sociopathic loser who can never feel joy. And if any of you losers in question want to argue with me about this, I do have a Discord server where you can complain in our politics channel. You're free to join, free to spat it out with some people, and I will be right there alongside you, probably laughing at you, but that's beside the point. I would probably enjoy an actual conversation though. Anyway, if you like my content, hit subscribe or something. Anyway, in the words of Moist Critical, that's about it. See ya.